Yo, what's good, everybody? All right, let's get into this week motherfucking 6 magazine. First battle of the week. We got, first and foremost, a couple things. We had 3 battles that week, so, you know what I mean? Diablo signed out, so the champ match is vacant for now. So let's get into the first battle. Right now, we got Symmetric versus King Ra. Here we go. The topic is, let me show you the topic real quick. So there's a topic right there. Another quick view, you check that shit out. There's some futuristic type shit. Damn, I didn't even see that dude over there in the background. Dope. That's some shit. It's a good topic. All right, let's get into it. All right, last 5 minutes by Mr. Symmetric, who has signed out for next week. Here we go. I woke up to the morning mist gripped around my curious feet, which peeked out beneath sleep and the comfort of down sheets, considering clouds that crept through town corridors soundless, carefully scouting the day's dawn, diligent to the danger of braving the mountains. Out here, the sun rays that break through are both breathtaking and countless. The ground's cold and needs leaves. The first thing that fur bugs teach. Cause the dirt will leach heat till your brain freeze and teeth birth words of slurred speech. The earth's cursed and doesn't mean to worsen the physique. It's just trying to be nourishing the weak. While birds dirge a ditty singing pretty in the trees. But right, me. I'm 23, 5'8", and my name's Regan. And I've recently received the awful treatment. I've been framed for maiming sheep and accidentally summoning demons. People decreed I released evil behemoths, granted their freedom, single-handedly chanted standing and bleeding to seemingly plan an agreement, the whole damn panic expanding from phantoms that roamed roads. Excuse me. Not to mention the crackling crows flown where the bones grow. Omens of woe, rattling chains in the robe, and the feeling of hope. Lo, I suppose the sole secret who planted the seed heathen only Odin would know. It's time to wrap up. Enough flashbacks, cause only moments ago they noticed my actual tracks. I was caught on my own, casually strolling till 3 twigs tangling snapped. 17 and you're frozen. Somatic and spoken, and the classic components of magical traps. Bzzt and lost focus. Noted. You're binded and defined. Oh shit. Awesomely ended. I'm already excited to write the next season session. Okay. That was a weird verse. Didn't really go anywhere. Yeah, so there's Symmetric verse. Didn't really do anything as far as the top. I guess I can see where he's talking about being caught, but other than that, that's, story's a little vague. So that was alright for me. I didn't really like that verse. Sim seemed like he was rushed on this one. Just posted it to post it. I don't know. Seems alright. Let's go to King Ra. Now it's King Ra, the fall of man. And he starts it off kind of basically where Symmetric ends it a little bit, I think. Here we go. I am surrounded. It's astounding how did I manage to get caught. They say the battles are won, wars are lost. My heart is pounding. 3 armed adversaries trot around me. How could this have possibly happened? O mighty one, hear my cry, for I now know nothing at all. I'm saddened. Yo. A gathered of sorcerer's stones that give one logic and power, wisdom and knowledge to rise above it all and conquer the hours. Enemies cowered and crawled, devoured, skulls cracked and scattered. No matter the call, I made sure their blood splattered the walls. These were times of ancient scribes who scribbled rhymes of reason. Hieroglyphics were riddles, signs decoded by minds of genius. Wizards went to war against warlocks, hooded thieves, practiced the art of the steel. Magic was a mastercraft that only the iron-hearted could wield. I studied the stars and drew maps of God's throne in the heavens. I bent the time and at my will and might Turning minutes to seconds, growing stronger by the day, I felt the pleasure of unleashing a savage rage. Parting seas that formed tidal waves, cities turned to underwater graves. Most would say that I was brave. Others would say that I was too prideful. Maybe that's when it started, the loss of respect, not being mindful. I roamed the forest that day and got caught in the trap. My adversaries came out in the shadow and started to clap. The witch sat atop of her stallion and started chanting the spell. A hole in the earth formed, opened up, and I saw the fires of hell. I tried my best to escape the grasp of the pentagram streams, but with each attempt, pain stuck my core violently. I started to scream. I am surrounded. It's astounding. How did I manage to get caught? They say that battles are won, wars are lost. My heart is pounding. 3 armed adversaries trot around me. How could this have possibly happened? Almighty One, or hear my cry, for I know nothing at all. I'm saddened. Whoo! So clearly, another verse that was pretty abstract as far as only describing. This was good. I enjoyed this. A good verse. King Ra came with his usual top-notch shit. This dude did his thing. I mean, I liked how he circled it back around to the beginning. That was pretty dope. I think that was probably one of the better aspects of his verse in my eyes. Yeah, a voter says, because I didn't notice the archers. I noticed one, honestly, but I didn't notice the other 2, and you made it a little bit, you like he said, I had to go back and look at it. So, yeah, that was pretty cool that you did that. You made that the focal point, or, one of the focal points of your verse. So, props for that. That was cool. King Ra ended up taking this. I would say, that I would give my vote to King Ra on this one. But it doesn't really matter because he ended up taking most of the votes. Active Self, not Active Self, Symmetric seemed a little not all the way in this week, but he did his thing too, so shouts to Symmetric. Good battle. Alright, let's go to the next one. Excuse me. Let's go to the next one. We got mother effin'. We got Ender versus Raza. All right, and he wrote about. Let's see. That's a weird pick. Oh shit! I didn't notice that the shit was blowing up in the background. Holy shit! The reason is because I usually post on NC through my phone. I never get online on NC on the computer, only when I'm doing these magazines. So obviously the shit is bigger. So I noticed some of these shits for the first time. Well, let's get into it. We got Raza versus motherfucking Ender. Ender's on a tear, yo. This dude is off the chisel with his shit, yo. But let's see what Raza brings, man. Raza's always dope. All right. Steam sale, gotta love it. Dig deep in my pockets, I got 100. That's about more games than I'll ever need. Goodbye, sunlight, you're something I'll never see. But I'm okay with that. If it wasn't for these games, I'd be a maniac. But instead, it helps my brain relax. And that's good, knowing my crazy ass would probably lose it and blow the world to pieces. I'd blow my brains out, but that just makes me want to hurl. And peep this. These are the new games, Cuphead, fuck yes. Download, sorry, I'm sporadic at times. I wonder if shooting games damage my mind. They can't though, it's just a habit of mine. But UFC did make me want to shatter the spine. Dragon Ball Fighters, don't get me started. Kicked off, it came hang high, and I could have swore you farted. Wait, there's a motherfucking lag. I did not spend 3 stacks for a graphic chip that's fast as shit. 2 deal for a broke ass game that isn't patched and fixed. Got me mad, and it's not because I'm passionate, I'm just bored as shit. And now I have to fat my dick. God damn, if this isn't the worst of luck, my net is out. Fuck me, man. I might be cursed as fuck, but I remain calm, no reason to make a stink at it. any other gamer, he might lose. He might just lose it and wreak havoc. Hella sunshine. It's time to see a town that's so pretty. I turn around and see. Damn, I guess the internet is out in my city. Yeah, that's a pretty good verse. Kind of ironic, pretty easy. Not too much, Made a funny reference to the, the world blowing up behind you, but you're so fucking preoccupied with your fucking games that you don't even notice that the shit is going down. So I dig that. Cool little verse, Raza. But let's see what motherfucking Ender has. Ender. Man, Ender. Of Rats and Death, A Tale from Mine City, Chapter 2. I guess I gotta go back and fucking reread Chapter 1, because this dude is adding on to his shit. A little book on the human shadow by Ender. Okay. This was intense right here. I'm gonna have to really read this. Alright, guys, here we go. Wish me luck. Chapter 2 of Rats and Death, A Tale from Mine City. I helped Holmes put his desk up on the right way and then sat back down to check what he might say. The alleyway in which your friend's body was found is a place Patrick Bateman tends to hang out. Here, he or his gang might have done it, or played no part, but he isn't certainly the most logic place to start. Holmes had heart and was clearly braver than most. Since Bateman was crazy and would not favor my host, I followed Holmes as he marched right from the room, and soon we were out under the light of the moon, off the commune with Bateman as was our hopeless plan, when suddenly we were accosted by a homeless man. It was strange, a challenge to even regard him there. He seemed insubstantial, and I found it hard to care. The words he shared didn't seem to stick in my mind. They kind of slipped in and out and left little behind. Said he was Robert Langdon. A bit simple, I think. Then something about Illuminati, a symbol and link. He was unspeakably boring, no traits of his own. His type appears here sometimes, a temporary home. They never last long, and I always try to find pity for nothing characters that have been to beg in Mine City. I threw him some change and walked away. I had no time for people without real character today. I couldn't delay my search or flake on Holmes. I had to take revenge on the killer and break his bones. I could hear moans coming from the street ahead. Surely someone was bleeding and soon to be dead, but those thoughts misled. I saw a more sordid sight, a different sort of plight from the victim caught tonight. Standing upright was Bateman, his jeans unzipped. He missed our arrival and remained tight-lipped, thrusting his hips forward as he continued to fuck and slap the ass of a girl who continued to buck. And she was struck, she moaned with eyes closed, lower half exposed. She wanted another, I suppose. But soon he was done, and he shoved her down, roughly to the ground, tearing her gown. I let him know he was found by calling out. He swore at my shout while he turned about. The girl saw me, then scrambled to her feet, ran past with speed, her father as red as a beet. Bateman called after, "Anastasia, wait!" But she was gone, and he looked at me with hate. "All right, mate, you obviously wish to die. I don't care why, but you found the right guy." He pulled out a knife out of his great Armani coat, giving a gloating smell, and came straight for my throat. Whoo! All right. So, obviously, let me go back and see if the last battle that ended, it was against me. Was that the first city? Yes, it was. Alright. Now, is this about fucking Jack the Ripper? Is that what I'm getting? Is this Jack the Ripper and you just including Sherlock Holmes, if I'm being honestly, dude, I'm just gonna focus on this verse, and then you correct me later. All right, my nigga. My bad if I get it wrong, but this here was look, Raza wrote a dope verse, but Ender is clearly going prolific here and writing chapters for every verse every week. I mean, dude, Goddamn. I think at the end of the season, I might have to read every single verse just to get the whole fucking story. That's incredible. That's dope. He took W, man. He took the F and W. Now, Raza, there was nothing wrong with what Raza wrote, but maybe just in Ender, he came with more. He came a little bit more prolific with his writing, and he, if you go back, right, and read the first one against me, and then the first chapter, then read this one, and you can clearly see that this dude is doing his thing, man. He is a threat, a definite threat, Diablo. You over here bragging, but I think this dude can take you, bro. So, and this story is kind of very intriguing. He got all of that from a new topic. See that? That's very creative. I love that. Shouts to Ender doing his thing. Blackout. And he took the W. I vote for Ender, so here we go. And the last battle of week 6 was myself versus Active Self, which Active Self posted super late, but it's all good. It's all good, baby. It's all good, man. Now, I don't like to read my own shit, so I'm not going to read my own fucking verse. So, people like my shit, but I'm going to go ahead and fucking... Damn, this is a long fucking verse, Active Self. And you put colors in this shit, and you put fucking... Oh, God damn it. I'm going to read your verse like that. All right. Here we go, Mr. Active fucking Self. Now, this picture was a weird one. I thought I could get him with this, but he came with it. You know what I'm saying? Quick note, don't ever let me fucking pick a topic, because I will pick the fucking weirdest fucking topic and just go off on that. So, let's see what motherfucking Activate Self. Damn, I always say Active Self. My bad, dude. I always say your name wrong. Activate Self has to offer here with this motherfucking picture and this topic. Let's go. Preferred viewing NC Dark. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's a suggestion. Alright, let's check it out. Let's do it. For aesthetic purposes. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Oh, I get it. Look at the colors. The colors are coming. Look at that. Dope. I've never had it like this. Alright, here we go. Activate Self. Alright. The east wing of the Coppertone facility was sleek. An eco-friendly structure comprised of recycling glass plates that provided panoramic views of the scenic landscape, a suspended walkway that stretched high above a slow-winding river to supply a transparent bridge between the Color Ridge and Clinic. It was the coldest September, though the snow hadn't fallen, but those autumn winds blew and shook the oak spruce and ponderosa trees at the bottom near a rocky mountain lodge, where each staff member lived in a modernized cottage. At the far end of the crossing was a holographic guide of a model's height and size who had a beautiful complexion and some aqua blue eyes. Her bosom was impressive and impossible to hide behind her pixelated dress, which was virgin shaded white and curvaceously designed. She was basically a dime. As the verbiage would suggest, a perfect version of her sex, a simulated Christine Leahy, without makeup and more breasts. Hello, gorgeous. Hi, I'm Beth. Nice to meet you. My name is Jeff. I'll escort you. Mind your step. Next, the sliding doors opened as she told me to go left. Blown away and so impressed with the incredible inside, full of high-tech features that were geniusly devised. The interior was white, ultra-modern Wi-Fi lights, and a wired-in device that could monitor my mood and compute my vital signs via sensors in the room. Is this facility brand new? We just finished it in June, replied the flickering assistant as the interface grew. If my appearance seems unsmooth or electrically confused, it's the instruments and tools and the signals they produce, near essential base equipment that's intriguingly infused with the system CPU and a neural network that is intricate and huge. As a student, I, like Newton, tried to visualize the rules. You exist inside a cube? That's invisible to you. That it's kind of like a soul, artificial induced. And this image is all coding. Although limitless as you, because my program's algorithm is infinite as 2, intersecting loops horizontally construed. That's an introspective view and adamantly acute. She seemed really quite assumed as she quickly interjected with, "What is it that you do?" "I'm the founder of a school called the Human Institute. I just Googled what you mentioned. Your initiative is listed as trying to find God through the gift of quantum physics." Her exquisitive pursuit was both interesting and cute. She continued with a question that was innocently shrewd. "And what brings you to our clinic?" "I've heard rumors you've invented. Well, the principal inventor is really Dr. Schroeder. A Morpheus machine that can augment a thought and re-engineer the scenes of a memory or dream." "It's a serious procedure. Are you sure we should proceed?" said a silver-haired senior who looked good for 63, wearing cybernetic glasses and a Dark City tee with a long lab coat over shaped DM jeans that he cropped at the bottom near his posh Nike sneaks. This guy's going fucking off, dude. I mean, goddamn, so far. Whew, what a scene this dude's painting, bro. You got all of that from wings and a kid flying off? Let's see where this is gonna end, bro. Where the hell am I? All right. "Hello, Dr. Schreiber. So finally we meet. I know, Mr. Barish. What is it you seek?" He stared me in the eyes. "I advise you to rethink, because the scientific treatment is entirely unique." "Does it wipe my mind clean?" "Of every single thing that was Brian and Denise. I'm resigning in a week. Then I'm flying right to Greece to live my life on a beach that resides in between Mykonos and Crete in the old Aegean Sea, where my anatomy will ensure I'll never be. Greeted by mementos of my murdered wife and teen. Man. I have heard you, and I see that you meant what you speak." He sent me to his lab. "Would you please take a seat?" I did what I was asked. You'll be asleep in a blink." He slipped on the mask. "When the sequence is complete, you'll be free of all your grief, but first you need to think of a perfect memory." "I see Brian at the beach. Tie your shoes," said Denise. "The summer sun sinks and a dove gets released, then suddenly there's peace." Way to go, bro. That was a dope verse. Got all of that from fucking... Damn, I would have never thought to take it that route. I like the story building. It built, and your rhyming was so fucking smooth and so natural. You have a very natural, smooth flow to your writing, man. This was excellent, man. I can see why everybody voted. Two fucking people voted for you, but still, I mean, if more people, I think you definitely took this into a different route. Kind of like what I was writing, but just a better perspective, I guess. Definitely a better perspective. That was a dope fucking take on the topic, my friend. Really, really good. Enjoyed it, man. So yeah. Let me go back, because this black shit I can't do. I have to put it in fucking, it has to be the NC Green, right? 20 NetSeas 2009-2012. There we go. Much better. It's brighter. Yeah, so fucking A, man. Great fucking week. We had a good week, and next week we are going with the fucking championship match is coming back, and we got Active Self versus motherfucking Ender for the championship. Now that should be a dope battle, man. These two guys are fucking beasts. Hopefully Ender keeps up his epic story chapter or whatever he's doing for this week. I'm hoping that's where he's taking it with that. He's got 2 chapters in. Hopefully, now, okay. So there's the champ match. Now we got Symmetric versus Raza. That should be another one. Another good one. King Ra versus myself. Shouts to King. We got Elemental P versus Problematic. 2 new dudes. Sammy, what's up, Sammy? Sammy versus Rude. I think Rude is from RB. And we got True Triple O versus Adonis. Yeah, True Triple O's back. Shouts to True Trip. And yeah, listen, playoffs are gonna come up soon. I'm thinking about doing just 12 weeks instead of 16, and getting the fucking playoffs off and going. So think about that, guys. So y'all can get in the playoffs and get this shit going. So shouts to everybody. Thank you for fucking showing. Thank you for peeping the mag. Love y'all. And